One of the biggest problems the market faces with autonomous vehicles is the operation in adverse weather conditions and environmental conditions. Conditions such as fog, heavy dust, smoke, even heavy rain will render the current sensors which are used inoperative.
Partnering with Navtech, we built a system with best-in-class algorithms, super fast, super low energy, very high resolution performance on answering that key question for autonomy, where am I, that can see where no human can.
Radar has the benefit of being a standalone sensor, not requiring any infrastructure or external signals. For example, GPS requires visibility of satellite systems and therefore doesn't work underground or in areas where constellation is poor, such as urban environments. The idea that you have operation over 90% of the time with good weather conditions, and then as soon as it becomes challenging, the vehicle fails, clearly that's a massive safety issue. Radar works at a different frequency to LiDAR and cameras and other technology. It is widely used in marine and aerospace environments for the very reason that it should be used in autonomous vehicle environments. It penetrates the atmosphere and adverse weather conditions. It works through dust, fog, snow. It even works when the sensor is covered in debris or dust, because it will see through that. Radar has that capability, other sensors don't.
So the point about radar that's so interesting is that it gives you an extraordinarily rich set of measurements, and if you can come up with the techniques and the mathematics and the algorithms that can deal with such a rich sensor, then you really can end up having superhuman perception. Combining it with our localization, our mapping system, that really does open up new opportunities for answering that key question in autonomy: where am I? So take those sensors with their best-in-class ability to see where no human can, the reliability that these sensors have now been produced by being in production for so long, and then supercharge that with some pretty epic math and computer science, and we're away.
When Navtech was formed 20 years ago, we were given the challenge of developing a sensor for industrial autonomous vehicles, and that's probably one of the most challenging applications for radar. It requires high resolution, it requires 360-degree field of view, it requires that the radar is extremely robust and compact as well, and it's likely to last for 5 to 10 years on an industrial vehicle. That has led us to develop a very high-performance sensor with extremely high levels of availability.
If you can have a machine answer, where am I, what's around me, what should I do? And it can do that by itself, and you don't have to have a human in the middle of doing that, then you get safer environments, you get faster environments, you get cleaner environments, and you get to rethink how we're moving people and goods.
It's that technology that we now apply to our three main markets: highways safety, wide area security for critical national infrastructure protection, and industrial automation. All these areas require high performance in all conditions, and that's why we believe that radar can bring a level of performance to the current industrial automation and autonomous vehicle market that you cannot achieve using other sensors.